a quiet high school art room bathed in the warm glow of a late afternoon. The walls are alive with half-finished canvases, and the smell of paint hangs in the air. Students are scattered around, deeply focused, each of them working toward the biggest art exhibit of the year. But in the corner, lost in his own world, sits Jordan, a quiet, mysterious artist who keeps to himself, his pencil darting across the page with intense focus. And then, Emily enters. She's the opposite of Jordan, bubbly, always the center of attention, and never one to blend into the background. She scans the room and spots him, hunched over his sketchbook, completely unaware of her gaze. What happens next? Will their worlds clash or blend? And what secret is hidden in Jordan's drawing that captures Emily's attention so completely? Get ready, because this moment might just kick off a story that neither of them will ever forget. Emily, smiling, wow, that's amazing. You've got serious talent. Jordan, looking up, slightly surprised, thanks. I didn't realize anyone was paying attention. Emily, it's hard not to when you're so focused. I'm Emily, by the way. I am Jordan. Nice to meet you. They exchange friendly small talk, and Emily asks Jordan about his sketches. He shares that he's working on a piece for the art show, and they bond over their mutual interest in art. The scene ends with them discussing their favorite artists and exchanging laughs, an instant connection forming between them. The next day, Jordan and Emily run into each other in the hallway. Jordan, usually reserved, feels drawn to Emily's openness. They decide to hang out after school, planning to meet at a local park. The scene shifts to them sitting on a bench, talking about their favorite books, movies, and hobbies. Emily, it's so weird I feel like I can talk to you about anything. Jordan, same. It's nice to just, I don't know, be ourselves. Emily, exactly. No one around here really gets my obsession with Van Gogh. Or the fact that I'd rather be reading than at a football game. Jordan, laughing, trust me, I get it. It's cool finding someone who doesn't think that's strange. They continue talking, a spark between them. It's clear they both feel a strong attraction, but they're hesitant, aware of the potential complications. Jordan is at home, talking with his younger sister, Maya, about meeting Emily. Maya is curious, but wary. Maya, so she's not like us, huh? Jordan, what do you mean? Maya, you know. People talk. They might not get it. Jordan, I know. But she's different. She's smart, funny, and doesn't judge people. I feel like I can just be me around her. Maya nods, understanding but cautious. She knows Jordan's feelings, but is also aware of the challenges he might face. A week later, Jordan and Emily go on their first official date to a small local diner. They're a bit nervous, but they relax once they start talking. Other patrons in the diner glance at them, some looking puzzled or surprised. Jordan notices, but Emily seems oblivious. Jordan, looking around, hesitant, you notice how people are looking at us? Emily, let them look. I'm here with you, not them. Jordan relaxes, realizing that Emily isn't bothered by the stares. They finish their meal, laughing and sharing stories, their connection growing deeper despite the subtle social tension around them. Back at school, Jordan and Emily walk to class together. A few students whisper, casting glances their way. Emily notices this time, looking slightly uncomfortable. After class, she brings it up with Jordan. Emily, do you think people care about us? Like, being together? Jordan, probably. I mean, it's not every day they see something like this. But we shouldn't let that change how we feel. Emily, you're right. I don't want anything to mess this up. They exchange a reassuring smile, both a bit more aware of the social challenges, but determined to enjoy their relationship. They part ways, each feeling both excitement and trepidation. At a weekend art event, Jordan introduces Emily to his close friend, Marcus. Marcus is polite, but pulls Jordan aside later to express his concerns. Marcus, look, man, I'm happy for you, but are you sure about this? Jordan, why wouldn't I be? Emily's amazing. Marcus, yeah, but people are going to talk. You don't think it's gonna get complicated? Jordan, maybe. But I'm willing to deal with it. She's worth it. Marcus gives him a supportive pat on the back, respecting his choice but still wary. The scene highlights the subtle pressures that Jordan is beginning to face, even from those closest to him. Emily and Jordan walk through a local art museum, discussing their dreams and future plans. Jordan mentions his desire to attend art school, while Emily dreams of traveling and working in social work. Emily, wouldn't it be amazing if we could do both? I mean, I could help people, and you could share your art with the world. Jordan, yeah, that would be perfect. Maybe one day. They share a hopeful look, envisioning a future together. Despite the challenges they're beginning to sense, they feel an undeniable connection. As the scene winds down, Emily drops Jordan off at home, where they linger in the driveway. There's a moment of quiet before Emily speaks. Emily, I know things might be different with us, but I want this to work. I really like you, Jordan. Jordan, I like you too, Emily. And whatever comes our way, we'll face it together. They share their first kiss, a tender moment that feels like a promise between them. Both are aware of the challenges ahead, but they're hopeful, feeling the strength of their bond. Jordan is at home with his family for Sunday dinner. His family is tight-knit, and Jordan usually feels comfortable around them. However, he's nervous about mentioning Emily, especially since his parents value tradition and might have reservations about him dating outside of his race. Jordan's mom, so, Jordan, anything new going on with you? We hardly see you around anymore. Jordan hesitates, then decides to go for it. Actually, I've been seeing someone. Her name's Emily. His parents exchange glances, sensing Jordan's hesitation. Jordan's dad, Emily, huh? She's not from our community, is she? Jordan, no, she's not. But she's great, Mom, Dad. We have a lot in common. Jordan's mom, honey, I'm sure she's a nice girl, but dating someone outside our culture can be complicated. Have you thought about that? Jordan, yeah, I have. But I really like her. She understands me in ways I can't explain. His parents exchange another glance, concerned but deciding to let it go for now. Jordan senses their discomfort and feels a mixture of frustration and worry. Meanwhile, Emily is at home, excitedly telling her parents about Jordan. She's aware that her family might have mixed feelings, but believes they'll support her. Her mom listens with polite curiosity, while her dad seems distant. Emily, he's amazing, Mom. He's thoughtful, artistic, and just different from anyone I've met. Emily's mom, that's wonderful, honey. But is this serious? Have you thought about what this might mean socially? Emily, Mom, it's 2024. People don't care about that kind of thing anymore. Emily's dad, some people do. And high school relationships are already tough. Are you sure you're prepared for any added challenges? Emily, I don't see why there have to be challenges. We like each other. Isn't that enough? Emily's parents exchange a look, unsure how to respond without upsetting her. Emily senses their hesitation and feels frustrated, realizing that her parents aren't as open-minded as she'd hoped. Later in the week, Jordan and Emily are at a small cafe with friends from school. They hold hands, laughing and enjoying each other's company, but they notice some people looking their way. One of Emily's friends, Sarah, seems uncomfortable and pulls her aside. Sarah, in a whisper, so you and Jordan, huh? That's unexpected. Emily, yeah, it just kind of happened. I really like him. Sarah, I mean, don't you think it'll be complicated? People will talk. Emily, if they do, that's their problem. I'm happy with Jordan. Sarah nods, but looks skeptical. Emily returns to the table, feeling slightly rattled, but determined not to let it affect her relationship with Jordan. At school, Jordan starts noticing that some of his friends are distancing themselves. Marcus, his close friend, has been particularly quiet lately. After gym class, Jordan pulls him aside. Jordan, hey, man. You've been distant. Is everything okay? Marcus, look, Jordan, you know I'm here for you. But people are talking. Some think you're changing. Jordan, what's that supposed to mean? Marcus, I don't know, man. You used to be all about the group, and now it's like you're in a different world. Some people don't get it. Jordan, maybe they don't need to. Emily makes me happy. Isn't that enough? Marcus nods, understanding, but still hesitant. Jordan feels a growing sense of isolation, realizing that his relationship is creating distance between him and his friends. On the weekend, Emily invites Jordan over to meet her family. Jordan is nervous, but tries to stay calm, reminding himself that Emily's parents will come around. Emily's parents are polite but distant, and her dad, in particular, seems uncomfortable. Over dinner, he brings up a subtle question that creates tension. Emily's dad, so, Jordan, what are your plans for after high school? Jordan, I'm hoping to go to art school. I'd love to make a career out of my artwork. Emily's dad, art school, who? That's unique. Do you think that's practical? Jordan notices the subtle doubt in his tone, and Emily looks at her father, trying to signal him to back off. Emily, Dad, Jordan's work is amazing. He has so much talent. Emily's mom, trying to smooth things over, that sounds lovely, Jordan. We're happy to meet you. The dinner ends awkwardly, with Jordan feeling out of place. Emily apologizes afterward, sensing his discomfort and frustration. Emily, I'm sorry. My dad can be difficult. I'll talk to him. Jordan, it's okay, Emily. I just didn't expect to feel like a stranger. Emily hugs him, feeling torn between her family and her relationship with Jordan. She promises to stand by him, but they both feel the weight of their family's reservations. A few days later, Jordan and Emily go to a school dance together. They're excited, but as they walk in holding hands, they notice people staring. Some students whisper, and a few even give them unfriendly looks. Despite the tension, Jordan and Emily dance together, trying to ignore the reactions around them. Jordan, are you okay? People are staring. Emily, I don't care. I'm here with you. That's all that matters. They share a dance, but the atmosphere feels heavy. Jordan and Emily start to realize that their relationship won't be accepted as easily as they'd hoped. The following weekend, Emily confronts her parents about their treatment of Jordan. Emily, why can't you just support me? Jordan is a good person, and he makes me happy. Emily's dad, we just want what's best for you, Emily. Relationships like this, they come with added challenges. We don't want you to face unnecessary hardship. Emily, but that's my choice, isn't it? You told me to be accepting of others, so why can't you accept him? Her dad hesitates, realizing that Emily's words have a point. Her mom, feeling uncomfortable, gently tries to mediate. Emily's mom, we're trying, honey. It's just new to us. Give us some time. Emily agrees, but she feels disappointed, realizing that even her parents' support has limits. She's determined to prove to them that her relationship with Jordan is genuine. Meanwhile, Jordan's parents have a conversation with him about the realities of his relationship. His dad pulls him aside, wanting to express his concerns as carefully as possible. Jordan's dad, son, we know you care about Emily, and we're proud of you for following your heart. But you should know that not everyone will see things the same way. Jordan, I know, Dad. But why should that stop us? Jordan's dad, it shouldn't. Just be prepared. People don't always react with understanding. Jordan, we'll handle it. I'm not letting anyone dictate who I should be with. Jordan's dad nods, respecting his son's determination, but still feeling protective. Jordan feels a sense of pride and a renewed commitment to his relationship, despite the challenges. Back at school, Jordan and Emily face new rumors and whispering among classmates. A few classmates make snide remarks, but Jordan and Emily ignore them, supporting each other. However, both feel the strain of constantly facing scrutiny. One afternoon, they sit in the park, talking about their future. Emily, do you think we'll ever just be left alone? Without everyone watching us? Jordan, I don't know. But as long as we stay true to ourselves, that's what matters. Emily, I just want to be with you, Jordan. I don't care what anyone else thinks. They share a moment of quiet understanding, both realizing the depth of their commitment, but also sensing the challenges that lie ahead. They hold hands, silently promising to stay strong for each other. Jordan and Emily's relationship continues, but the strain from family and friends starts affecting them. They're at a coffee shop, trying to enjoy a quiet moment together. Jordan seems distant, and Emily notices. Emily, hey, you've been quiet lately. Is everything okay? Jordan, yeah, I'm fine. Just there's a lot going on. Emily, you can talk to me, you know. We're in this together. Jordan, I know. It's just it feels like no one gets us. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth all this. Emily looks hurt, but tries to hide it. She understands the pressure, but wishes he would share his thoughts more openly. Emily, I get it. But you mean everything to me, Jordan. I don't care what other people think. Jordan smiles faintly, appreciating her support, but he still feels the weight of the world pressing on their relationship. Emily is at home, having a conversation with her friend Sarah, who has grown increasingly uncomfortable with her relationship with Jordan. Sarah, I just don't get why you're putting yourself through this. It's like you're choosing the hardest path possible. Emily, maybe I am. But I'm choosing it because I love him. Why can't you see that? Sarah, I just don't want you to get hurt. People talk, and it's not fair, but they do. You're putting yourself and him in a position where everyone's judging you. Emily, I thought you'd be supportive. Sarah, I thought you'd understand. Sarah looks away, uncomfortable but unwilling to change her stance. Emily feels a pang of disappointment, realizing that she's beginning to lose friends over her relationship with Jordan. At school, Jordan has a tense encounter with Marcus, his friend who has been distant. Marcus pulls him aside, looking serious. Marcus, look, Jordan, I'm saying this because I'm your friend. People are talking, and it's not just students. Teachers, parents, everyone's noticing. This whole thing with Emily, it's making you a target. Jordan, what are you saying? That I should give up on her because other people have a problem? Marcus, I'm just saying, you need to think about what this is doing to you, to your family. Not everyone's going to accept it. Jordan, well, maybe I don't need their acceptance. I care about Emily, and that's enough for me. Marcus sighs, realizing that Jordan is firm in his decision, but their friendship feels strained as Jordan walks away, feeling the divide grow deeper. Later that day, Jordan and Emily get into an argument about the pressures they're facing. They are sitting at a park, both visibly stressed. Emily, I feel like you're pulling away, Jordan. Every time we're together, you seem distant. Jordan, maybe that's because every time we're together, someone's watching us or judging us. It's exhausting. Emily, you think I don't feel that too? But I'm not going to let it come between us. Jordan, I don't know, Emily. Sometimes it feels like you don't see what this is doing to me. I'm losing friends over this. Emily, you think I'm not? I've lost friends too. But I thought we were strong enough to handle this together. There's a heavy silence as they both realize the strain the relationship is causing. They look at each other, hurt and unsure of what to say. The next day, they barely speak at school, both feeling the weight of the previous argument. Emily feels hurt and decides to go to Jordan's house after school to try and make things right. When she arrives, she finds Jordan sitting in his room, looking upset. Emily, Jordan, I'm sorry. I don't want to fight with you. This is hard for me too, but I want us to get through it. Jordan, I know. I'm just tired. Tired of being seen as different. It's like people don't even see us, they just see what they want to see. Emily, we can't let them win. we have to stay strong. I love you, and I don't want to lose you. They share a quiet moment, holding each other. Despite the tension, they find comfort in their connection, but both realize the journey ahead is even harder than they anticipated. Emily's parents have a conversation with her that evening, concerned about the visible strain the relationship is putting on her. Emily's mom, "Honey, we are not saying you should end things, but maybe you need to think about what this is doing to you." Emily, "I don't need to think about it, Mom. I'm with Jordan because he makes me happy." Emily's dad, "But sometimes love alone isn't enough, Emily. Relationships are hard work, and this one it's even harder." Emily, "So what? I should just give up on him because it's hard? I thought you taught me better than that." Her parents exchange worried glances, unsure how to respond without pushing her away further. Emily feels torn, feeling the pressure from everyone around her. Meanwhile, Jordan's parents are also concerned. His mom sits with him, trying to talk openly. Jordan's mom, "We see how much Emily means to you, but we don't want to see you hurt, Jordan. People can be cruel, and you're going to face challenges we wish you didn't have to face." Jordan, "I know, Mom. But I can't give up on her. She's important to me." Jordan's dad, "Just remember, son, we're here for you. Whatever you decide, we'll support you." Jordan nods, grateful for their support, but feeling the heavy burden of their concerns. He knows they're worried, and he begins to question whether his relationship with Emily is strong enough to survive. A few days later, Jordan and Emily attend a community event together. They try to enjoy themselves, but a group of students from their school makes a rude comment as they walk by. Student 1, "Didn't think you'd go for that type, Emily." Emily looks hurt, while Jordan's face hardens with frustration. He pulls Emily aside, feeling the weight of the constant scrutiny. Jordan, "Maybe this isn't worth it, Emily. I hate seeing you hurt because of me." Emily, "Don't say that, Jordan. They don't matter. You matter." Jordan, "But look at what we're going through. Every time we're together, it's like there's a spotlight on us." They look at each other, both feeling overwhelmed by the pressure. Emily holds his hand, trying to reassure him, but they both feel the strain. Scene 9. The mounting tension leads to another argument, this time more heated than before. They're in Jordan's car after a long day, both exhausted and frustrated. Jordan, "Maybe everyone else is right, Emily. Maybe we're just fooling ourselves." Emily, "So that's it? You're just going to give up?" Jordan, "I don't know, Emily. I don't want to, but it feels like the whole world is against us." Emily, "I thought you believed in us. I thought we were stronger than this." There's a painful silence as they look away from each other, the emotional toll evident. Jordan finally speaks, his voice heavy with emotion. Jordan, "I do believe in us. But I don't know if that's enough." They part ways that night, both feeling heartbroken and questioning if their relationship can survive. They're uncertain of what the future holds, each feeling a profound sense of loss and frustration. It's a chilly morning at school, and tension still lingers between Jordan and Emily after their last argument. They've been avoiding each other, both hurt, but unsure how to bridge the distance. Jordan sits alone at lunch, lost in thought, when one of his classmates, Chris, approaches him with a mocking tone. Chris, "Hey, Jordan. Where's your girlfriend? Or did she finally realize she's too good for you?" Jordan clenches his fists, trying to ignore Chris, but the comment stings. He's been dealing with comments like this for weeks, and the weight is wearing on him. Jordan, "Walk away, Chris. I'm not in the mood." Chris, touchy. Maybe if you dated someone from your own side of the tracks, you wouldn't have these issues. Jordan snaps, standing up and facing Chris. They exchange tense words until a teacher intervenes, breaking up the confrontation. Jordan storms out, feeling anger and frustration boiling over. The incident leaves him shaken and questioning if it's worth continuing the relationship with Emily. Later that day, Emily hears about the confrontation from a friend. She finds Jordan outside after school, pacing and visibly upset. She approaches him cautiously. Emily, Jordan, I heard what happened. Are you okay? Jordan, no, I'm not okay, Emily. It's like every day there's something else. Someone saying something, staring, judging. Emily, I know it's hard, but I'm here. I'll always be here. Jordan, sometimes it doesn't feel like enough. You don't see what I go through. You don't get the looks, the comments. It's different for you. Emily, I know it's different, but that doesn't mean I don't care. I've lost friends over this too, Jordan. They argue, both feeling misunderstood. Emily tries to reach out to him, but Jordan pulls away, overwhelmed by the constant pressure. A few days later, there's a school basketball game. Jordan and Emily are both there, but they're keeping their distance, still hurt and unsure of where they stand. During halftime, some students make loud comments about them, loud enough for others to hear. Student 1, can't believe she's still with him. Guess she likes being the rebel. Student 2, laughing, hey, everyone's got their thing. She'll come to her senses eventually. Jordan hears the comments and feels a surge of anger and shame. Emily notices and looks over at him, her eyes filled with worry, but he avoids her gaze. The comments hit hard, and they both feel the weight of public scrutiny more than ever. That weekend, Jordan decides to visit Emily's house to talk things over, hoping to find a way to fix what's been broken. When he arrives, Emily's dad answers the door, giving him a cold look. Emily's dad, Jordan. I think it's time we had a talk. Jordan, I came to see Emily, sir. Emily's dad, she's not here, but maybe it's for the best. Look, Jordan, we can all see how hard you're trying, but maybe it's time to face reality. Relationships like this, they don't last. They only end up hurting both people. Jordan, with all due respect, sir, that's for Emily and me to decide. Emily's dad, is it? Because from where I'm standing, I see two young people who are putting themselves through a lot of unnecessary pain. Jordan feels both angry and humiliated, but he doesn't argue. He leaves, feeling defeated, questioning whether he and Emily can truly make it work in a world that seems set against them. Emily finds out about her father's conversation with Jordan and confronts him about it. She's furious and heartbroken, feeling that her family is sabotaging her relationship. Emily, how could you say that to him? You have no right to make him feel like he doesn't belong. Emily's dad, I'm just trying to protect you, Emily. I don't want to see you get hurt. You're too young to understand what you're up against. Emily, maybe I do understand. Maybe I'm willing to fight for this, even if it's hard. Why can't you just support me? Emily storms off, feeling more determined than ever to prove her family wrong. But her heart is heavy, and she begins to wonder if love is enough to overcome the constant obstacles. A week later, Jordan and Emily decide to meet at their favorite park to talk things through. They're both hurt and vulnerable, but determined to be honest. They sit in silence for a moment before Jordan speaks. Jordan, I don't know how much more of this I can take, Emily. Everywhere we go, there's someone watching, judging. I feel like I'm constantly defending myself. Emily, I know, and I wish I could take it all away. But I love you, Jordan. Isn't that worth fighting for? Jordan, sometimes love doesn't feel like enough. I don't want you to lose your family or your friends because of me. Emily, with tears in her eyes, and I don't want to lose you. I don't care what they think I want us to work. They embrace, but there's a sense of uncertainty between them. They both realize that love alone might not be enough to shield them from the world's judgments. A few days later, while Jordan is walking home from school, he encounters a group of students who have been making comments about his relationship with Emily. This time, the encounter escalates, and they start hurling insults at him. Jordan tries to ignore them, but one of them pushes him, taunting him. What's the matter, Jordan? Can't handle the truth. She's too good for you, and everyone knows it. Jordan's patience snaps, and he fights back, but the situation quickly spirals out of control. The teacher breaks up the fight, and Jordan is left bruised, both physically and emotionally. The incident leaves him shaken, feeling more isolated and frustrated than ever. When Emily finds out about the incident, she's devastated. She goes to see Jordan, but he's closed off, feeling broken and ashamed. Emily, Jordan, I'm so sorry. I had no idea they would take it this far. Jordan, it's not your fault, Emily. But maybe everyone else was right. Maybe this is just too much. Emily, crying, please don't say that. We can get through this. We just have to be strong. Jordan, I don't know if I have any strength left. Everywhere I turn, there's someone telling me we're wrong. I don't want you to suffer because of me. Emily tries to hold him, but Jordan pulls away, feeling defeated. They share a moment of heartbreaking silence, realizing that the weight of societal judgment has taken its toll. After a few painful moments, they decide to take a break, both needing time to process everything they've been through. They spend the next few weeks apart, both struggling with the loss. Jordan reflects on the love they shared and the hardships they endured, realizing how much Emily meant to him. Emily, meanwhile, begins to understand more about the realities Jordan has faced and the pain he carries. She confides in her parents, expressing the depth of her feelings and how much she misses him. Emily's mom, love isn't always easy, Emily. Sometimes it's the hardest thing there is. But if you believe in him, and he believes in you, then maybe it's worth the fight. Emily feels a sense of hope, realizing that, despite everything, her love for Jordan is something she's willing to fight for. After weeks of being apart, both Jordan and Emily find themselves reflecting deeply on their relationship. They've missed each other but have struggled to process the pain and conflict they faced. Emily decides to reach out, texting Jordan to meet at the park where they used to spend time together. Jordan agrees, feeling a mixture of hope and apprehension. Emily, as Jordan arrives, thank you for meeting me. I know things ended on a rough note, but I couldn't go on without talking to you. Jordan, I've missed you, Emily. But I've had a lot to think about. I needed time to understand if this is something we can really handle. Emily, I understand. I didn't realize how much this affected you until we were apart. I've been thinking about how hard this must be for you, and I want to help. They sit in silence for a moment, both feeling the weight of the past few months. Emily reaches out, taking Jordan's hand, and he looks at her with a softened expression. Emily, I know I can't fully understand what you go through, but I want to learn. I want to understand your experiences, Jordan. Because I love you. Jordan, and I love you too. I don't know how to protect us from the world. But maybe that's something we have to figure out together. They sit together, finally finding peace in each other's presence, realizing they're ready to work through the challenges together. As they begin to reconnect, Jordan and Emily start having open, honest conversations about their experiences. Jordan shares more about the microaggressions he faces and the impact it has on his sense of self. Emily listens intently, showing understanding and empathy. Jordan, it's like people don't see me for who I am. I'm just a label to them, someone who doesn't fit their idea of who I should be. Emily, that sounds exhausting. I never really thought about how it would feel to be judged constantly. Jordan, it is. And sometimes, it's hard to carry that weight alone. But being with you, it made it feel worth it. Even if it was hard, it was worth it. Emily, and I want to be there for you, through all of it. I know it won't always be easy, but I'm here for the long haul, Jordan. They share a tender moment, both feeling a renewed sense of commitment and understanding. In an effort to make amends, Emily's parents invite Jordan over for dinner. Her dad, realizing the impact of his previous words, decides to try to connect with Jordan more genuinely. Emily's dad, Jordan, I know I've been difficult. But after talking with Emily, I realized I've been unfair. I just want what's best for her, and I didn't see that my actions were hurting her and you. Jordan, I appreciate that, sir. I care about Emily a lot, and I want to make sure she's happy and safe too. I know this hasn't been easy for you either. Emily's dad, I just want to understand. I don't know what it's like to be in your shoes, but I'm willing to listen if you're willing to share. Jordan nods, feeling a mix of relief and respect. The conversation helps bridge a gap, and they begin to find mutual respect and understanding. The dinner ends on a positive note, with Emily's parents showing a newfound willingness to support their relationship. Jordan's family also notices the positive change in his attitude and invites Emily over for Sunday dinner. Jordan's family is warm but cautious, wanting to ensure that Emily understands the cultural and social dynamics they face. Jordan's mom takes Emily aside for a moment, wanting to have a candid conversation with her. Jordan's mom, Emily, we know how much Jordan cares for you, and we see that you care for him too. But you have to know that being with him means sharing in his experiences, both good and bad. Emily, I understand, and I want to be there for him. I've seen some of the challenges he faces, and I know it won't be easy. But I'm here because I love him. Jordan's mom, that's good to hear. Just remember, love means standing beside him through it all, even when it's tough. Emily nods, feeling a deeper understanding of the commitment she's making. Jordan's family accepts her warmly, and they share a meal filled with laughter and genuine connection. As their relationship strengthens, Jordan and Emily decide to confront some of the issues at school directly. They talk with the school counselor, who listens empathetically as they explain the harassment they've experienced. School counselor, I'm truly sorry you've had to go through this. No one should feel unsafe or uncomfortable because of who they're with. I'll work with the administration to address these issues and ensure that students understand the importance of respect and inclusivity. Emily, thank you. We just want a chance to be ourselves without feeling like we're constantly under scrutiny. Jordan, yeah. I just want to be seen for who I am, not for what others assume about me. The counselor assures them that steps will be taken to promote a more inclusive environment. They leave the office feeling hopeful, knowing they're taking control of their situation. Afterward, Jordan and Emily attend a school event together, feeling more comfortable and confident in their relationship. Their classmates notice the change in their attitudes, and the subtle support from the school administration helps ease some of the judgment and tension. Emily, I feel like we're finally getting to a place where we don't have to worry about everyone else. Jordan, yeah. I think people are finally seeing us for who we are, not just what they expect us to be. They hold hands and walk through the event, noticing fewer stares and whispers. They feel a sense of pride and relief, knowing they've come through the worst together. Emily's friend Sarah, who had previously been distant, approaches her and Jordan at the event. Sarah, hey, Emily, Jordan. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I didn't realize how serious you two were, and I wasn't very supportive. Emily, thank you, Sarah. It means a lot to hear you say that. Jordan, it's okay. It took us a while to figure it out ourselves. I'm just glad we're in a better place now. Sarah smiles, and the three share a moment of reconciliation. Emily feels relieved to have her friend back, and Jordan feels hopeful that people are beginning to accept their relationship. At the park, Jordan and Emily reflect on their journey together and the progress they've made. They sit under a tree, feeling a renewed sense of connection and pride in how far they've come. Jordan, I never thought we'd make it through everything that's happened. But being here with you, it feels right. Emily, we're stronger because of it. We know who we are, and we know what we mean to each other. Jordan, I wouldn't trade this for anything. I'm glad we didn't give up. They share a quiet, peaceful moment, feeling a deep sense of love and commitment. The challenges they faced have only made their bond stronger. Emily and Jordan attend a community gathering together, hand in hand, with both their families there. They feel a sense of unity and pride, knowing that they've overcome significant challenges. Their families share a warm exchange, and they feel like they truly belong. Emily's dad, to Jordan's dad, looks like they've both grown a lot through all of this. I'm proud of them. Jordan's dad, so am I. Sometimes love takes the hardest path, but it's worth it. The families share a toast, celebrating the growth and understanding that has brought them together. Jordan and Emily exchange a look, knowing they have the support of those around them. Several weeks later, Jordan and Emily's relationship has become stronger than ever. They faced the worst and come out with a deeper understanding of each other. As they walk through the halls at school hand in hand, they feel a renewed confidence, noticing fewer stares and whispers. Some classmates even smile or nod, showing acceptance. Jordan, it feels good not to have to look over our shoulders anymore. Emily, yeah. It's like people finally understand that we're just us. They share a warm smile, both feeling the peace that comes from being genuinely accepted. They know they've earned the respect and understanding of others by staying true to themselves. At a school assembly, the counselor and principal announce a new initiative to promote respect and inclusivity. Jordan and Emily are invited to share their story and experience, which they accept nervously. Standing together on stage, they look out at their classmates, who listen intently. Jordan, we didn't set out to make a statement. We just wanted to be together. But we learned that sometimes, just being yourself can be the biggest statement you can make. Emily, being with Jordan taught me so much about courage, understanding, and love. And I hope our story shows that everyone deserves to be themselves, no matter what. Their words resonate, and the audience applauds, some students even standing. Jordan and Emily feel a profound sense of pride, knowing they've inspired others to be more open-minded and accepting. After the assembly, they're approached by classmates who thank them and share their own stories of feeling judged or misunderstood. Jordan and Emily realize that their relationship has become a symbol of resilience for others. Classmate 1, thank you for speaking up. It makes me feel like I can be myself too, no matter what people think. Classmate 2, yeah, it's really inspiring to see you both just being real. It's not easy, but it's important. Jordan and Emily exchange a look, feeling the impact of their journey on those around them. They realize that their love has transcended personal boundaries, influencing their community in a meaningful way. Emily is at home, talking with her parents. Her dad, once skeptical, has softened and now respects her commitment to Jordan. Emily's dad, I'll admit, I had my doubts. But seeing how much you both care for each other, it's clear that this isn't just a high school romance. It's something deeper. Emily, thank you, Dad. That means a lot. Emily's mom, we're proud of you, Emily, for standing by what you believe in. And for teaching us a little something about acceptance too. Emily hugs her parents, feeling a sense of closure. She realizes that their journey has even changed her family's perspectives, making them more understanding and supportive. Meanwhile, Jordan is at home, reflecting with his family. His mom and dad are proud of the way he's handled himself, facing challenges head-on with integrity and strength. Jordan's dad, you've shown a lot of strength, son. You stayed true to yourself, and that's something to be proud of. Jordan's mom, and you found someone who loves you for who you are. That's special, Jordan. Hold on to that. Jordan smiles, feeling grateful for his family's support and for Emily's unwavering presence in his life. He feels a profound sense of pride and accomplishment, knowing he's grown through the challenges. It's graduation day, and Jordan and Emily are filled with excitement and a bit of nostalgia. They stand together in their caps and gowns, surrounded by friends and family. After the ceremony, they find a quiet moment to talk about their future. Emily, we made it. I can't believe we're finally here. Jordan, and we did it together. It hasn't been easy, but I wouldn't change a thing. Emily, neither would I. No matter where life takes us, I know I want you there by my side. They share a tender moment, realizing that their journey has only just begun. They're filled with hope and excitement, ready to face the future together, knowing they've built a strong foundation of love and resilience. A few weeks later, Jordan and Emily are packing up for college, getting ready to take the next step in their lives. They reflect on how far they've come, knowing that the lessons they've learned together will continue to guide them. Jordan, do you think people will be more accepting in college? Or will we have to go through all this again? Emily, maybe. But I think we're ready for whatever comes. We've proven that we can handle it. Jordan, and as long as I have you, I know I'll be okay. They hold hands, feeling a mixture of excitement and nervousness, but they're confident in their ability to face whatever challenges lie ahead. They arrive on campus, ready to start the next chapter of their lives. As they walk through the bustling campus, they are filled with a sense of possibility and excitement, knowing that they'll face the future together. They look at each other with a smile, grateful for the journey that brought them here. Emily, here's to new beginnings. And to us. Jordan, to us. And everything we've overcome. They walk hand in hand through the campus, embracing their new journey with hope, confidence, and a bond that has only grown stronger through the challenges they've faced. Several years later, Jordan and Emily return to their hometown, now as young adults who have grown and changed together. They visit the park where they used to meet, reflecting on their high school days with a mixture of nostalgia and pride. Jordan, feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it? Emily, yeah. But I'm glad we went through it all. It made us who we are. They look around, noticing other young couples at the park. They realize they've left a lasting impact on their community, inspiring others to be more accepting and open-minded. Jordan, we showed them that love can make it through anything. Emily, and we proved it to ourselves. Emily leaning her head on his shoulder as they gaze out over the place where it all began. And as they stand there, they know this isn't the end of their story, but a new chapter, a continuation of a journey that, through every hardship, brought them here. And just like that, they walk away, leaving the park, but carrying a legacy of love and resilience that lingers. If you enjoyed this story and want to see more like it, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Every story has its ups and downs, but with your support, we can keep bringing you these tales of love, growth, and the strength that comes from facing life together. So subscribe, and let's continue this journey together.